Hi everyone, it's Alexandra and welcome back to my channel. It's that time of the month. I can't believe it's almost August, and I'm gonna go over my August recap with you today and then my September setup. And September's gonna look a little different than my past setups because I've really pared things down because I am going back to work in 2 days. So it's strictly about function, and there are some spreads that I did take out because I was trying to be realistic and knowing myself and getting back into the grind. September's a crazy month to begin with for teachers. So I really had to kind of assess and evaluate what things I really truly needed for September in my bullet journal. So let's recap August really quick. If you saw my August setup, I went with a whole citrus theme, very bright and vibrant, and it was reflected in the pages here. My calendar, I love the dot calendar. It was efficient. It was easier for me to see things at a glance on a monthly layout. I had my goals, which I reached, and having the Alexandra Plans blog schedule here kind of helped me put pen to paper as far as what themes for videos and things I was doing for every week. So it really helped me out. And I kind of made a modification to this, but I'll show you that when we get to it. But this really worked out really great. Then I have my gratitude log, love it. A couple days left, so not quite finished yet, but again, I committed to it and I stuck to it, and I'm very happy about that. Habit tracker, this worked out well, having the vertical lines going down to kind of keep track of the days a little better, because that was my biggest complaint for July, is that I couldn't really match up the days with the habits, and it kind of got a little messy, I think, for me. But this really helped me out. And I'll show you for September, I did take out quite a few things that I want to track, just because going back to work, I'm not going to have that same amount of time, but we'll get to that in a minute. August memories was really nice to fill out. I hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, and I can't thank you guys enough that it's such like a milestone. And I'm like, and it was on bullet journal day. I'm like, yay, it's like so appropriate. But it was a really good month with my husband's birthday and our wedding anniversary and stuff, and just making memories, summer memories. So it was really nice. The time tracker I did a little differently. Instead of using my Staedtler Triplus Fineliners, I decided to use my Zebra Mildliner highlighters, and it worked out kind of well. You know, it kept it, I think it looked a little more clean this way. But I might, well, never mind. I didn't even put a time tracker for September, so scratch that. But yeah, again, I liked how this turned out. So Doodle with Us in August, all finished. Such a fun theme, the camping theme. Really nice to kind of get out of my comfort zone and draw things that I normally wouldn't draw as far as like camping goes. But it was really fun. And yesterday, me and Christina announced the Doodle with Us in September challenge, which is a back to school theme. So check that out on my blog at alexandraplans.com. All the prompts are up. There is the free printable, which I will show you in a few minutes. But again, I say this every month, but you guys just come up with some really great doodles, and it's always so fun to see everybody's interpretation of what they come up with. So please join us for September. It's going to be so much fun, and again, you guys are just really talented. So all right, then I did the before I go back to work. There are some things I still have to write down, but for the most part, I got a lot of it done. So this was helpful. Then we had the Rock Your Handwriting Challenge, and I've gotten a lot of questions on this layout because a lot of you have expressed interest, because I love the idea of just having a designated space for it already in the bullet journal. So I just plug in things as I go if I miss days or have to catch up. Some people have asked me about the measurements. If you have an A5 Leuchtturm size, I usually go about 6 dots down for the header, and then each box is approximately 9 dots down, give or take. And then I go in about, what is this, 8 dots in, and then, you know, I separate it out accordingly. But this has been such a fun challenge. I won't be doing the Rock Your Handwriting Challenge in September because I am going to go back to work and it's going to be a little crazy and I have to keep up with Doodle with September. So I'm just going to really focus on one challenge, but I love the layout of this. So, I mean, everything, you know, was good. I just have to go back and film the last couple days here of August. But again, such a fun challenge, and having the spot earmarked for the challenge and having each day, you know, written down already, it was so easy for me to just go back and play catch up. So for those of you that were interested about the measurements, there you go. So again, I would recommend this. This was from Writing Bravely. This is not my idea. I'm just putting it out there. I have to give credit where it's due, but I saw it and I knew it was going to work for me, and it's been great. Okay. And then we're going to get to my weeklies really quick. This was an ice cream theme here using my vertical Dutch door. Okay. The great thing about the vertical Dutch door is that it lays flat afterwards, so it doesn't really bulk up the journal so much. But I went crazy with my highlighters here, and I had washi tape. I've been using washi tape a lot to kind of help inspire me, and but again, it came out fabulous, and I loved the boxy headers. Kind of had a designated space for everything. So this was a wonderful week. Then I did this layout. This layout was okay for me. This I got from Instagram, from Pages to Plans, and I liked how it came out for her. I mean, it was nice, but something, I don't know, was missing for me. I don't know. So you'll see I really didn't do this spread again, but again, the washi tape kind of set the tone for what the layout would look like. Okay, then I had a blank page here, so I did a mandala, and I had made this on my iPad using an app called Amaziograph, and it was just so fun to make. And I printed it out on a shipping label, and I colored it in, and I put in this quote, and I loved how it came out. Loved the colors. So yeah, it was like a Sunday, and I was like, yeah, let me just, you know, do something fun. So I love how this came out, and I just loved experimenting and, you know, creating this mandala. It was really, really cool. Then we get into the third week of August, and I loved this layout. I did a whole, again, the grass washi tape that I had, and it kind of dictated everything else. And so I kind of did the whole ladybug thing, and these ladybugs were inspired by the revision guide, and I'm like, oh, how cute. And I did the coordinating colors using my Prismacolors, and it came out really, really awesome. And surprisingly enough, it gave me enough room to fit in the to-dos for my dailies every day. So I loved this layout so much so that I did it for last week, and I did a plan with me. So if you want to learn how to recreate this, I'll have it linked up above for you. And again, it worked out really, really well. I love it. Okay, and then lastly for August, I did an Instagram tracker because I did reach 10,000, so I had to make up a new one. So I did this inspired by the new Instagram logo and the colors. And then we get to September. So September, I've seen a lot of things, a lot of the apples and the falling leaves and stuff. I went with, again, inspired by the revision guide, back to school, and I kind of focus on paint and paintbrushes, like, you know, so that's kind of what I went with here. I'll save the leaves and pumpkins and stuff for October when it feels more like fall around here, at least for me. But this is what I went with. Really bright and vibrant, and these are the colors that I went with, the pinks and orange and green and blue. So with my Tombow dual brush markers, kind of creating this watercolory effect, if you will. And you'll see I moved all my repositionable tabs over to the side here for September. And then here you'll see I have my calendar pretty much the same as August, except now for the schedule here, I divided it for the blog and my YouTube and then my Instagram, anything that I want to post and what have you. And then for the key here, I pretty much kept it the same, except I added now purple for work. And this is so awesome, but the $ for paydays. Yes, finally. So that's kind of the only modification that I made here for September. And so this is what we went with here. So I'm really, really excited to use this again. And also I've gotten questions as far as my bullet journal for work. I am going to have a separate bullet journal for teaching. And if you are a teacher and you want to check out my teacher bullet journal setup, I will post the link up above for that as well. I think there are a lot of, pretty functional ideas. So you might want to check that out if you're kind of not sure what to do, because there isn't a lot out there for teacher bullet journal. So check that out. That could really benefit you guys. And then here I have my gratitude log here, ready to go, not changing the setup here. I have my September memories and I have my September tracker here. I don't have a time tracker for this month because I am going back to work, so my schedule is gonna kind of be the same every day, work and then, so I decided not to do a time tracker. And if I do feel like adding one in, I can add them into my dailies for whatever week if I feel so inclined. But my September tracker here, I kind of really just pared it down to a couple things here, and I kept it to one page. So this is where how we're gonna roll for September. But again, I really kept it minimal here because I need just to be functional, and I can't spend too much time going back into the journal and writing things out constantly. So as simple as I can make it, that's the goal. Then here is the printable for the Doodle With Us in September challenge. This is on my blog, so you can download it and print it out on a shipping label and stick it in if you don't want to draw everything, the boxes out yourself. Again, if you do want to draw them out in an A5 size, there's 7x7 boxes. It fits comfortably, and you can get all 30 boxes in for the month. So join us. It'll be so much fun. And don't forget to use the hashtag Doodle With Us in September on Instagram. And then I'm going to show you a little sneak peek on this week. I went back to the Dutch door for this week, and I used this beautiful washi tape from the August Planner Society kit, and this kind of just dictated the whole theme. And it came with these little page flags here, so I didn't have to draw them out, and these stickers, and I used the coordinating colors with my Prisma colors. So I have the week at a glance here, and then my to-dos and my notes, and then here are going to be the dailies, and then in the back I have my meals and my weather. And that is pretty much it for September. The only other thing that I have to add now that I haven't done yet is a morning routine. Now that I'm going back to work, what the morning's gonna look like, as far as what everybody has to do so that, me and my husband can get to work on time, and what we should do the night before to get ready for the next day, just so that I know to keep everybody on track. But that is pretty much it. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And please join us for Doodle With Us in September. And also follow me on Instagram and check out my blog at alexandraplans.com. And I hope you guys have a wonderful September. I can't believe it's almost here. The summer, it makes me sad. It's just like it's over. It's just like, ugh, back to the grind. But again, have a great September. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, bye.